Hello and welcome to a duel video on my channel. So I bet you weren't expecting that, but anyway, I bet you're looking at well, my deck at least. From what you can see, he's playing a wind-up deck with 7 in the extra deck, so I suppose that could be seen as weird, but now you could probably see why they're both pretty weird. And actually, I'm going to see if you can figure out what the theme of the decks are. And if you figure it out, leave it as a comment, and I will tell you if you are right or wrong. So, I don't suppose it'll be too hard to figure out. Although, I don't know what I'm going to talk about because I was going to talk about that. But basically, my opponent had the idea to use certain theme of decks, and as you can see, we ended up using pretty similar decks. But you do have quite a lot of choice, but whether or not those choices are good, well, there are less good choices than. Wait, what am I trying to say? There aren't that many good things to choose from. Alright then, I'm going to give you until 2 minutes into this to try and guess. Put it in the comments and guess. And you have about 25 seconds left, so hurry up. So, can you see? It's pretty cool. There I make a mistake. I would have attacked that face down just to bait out anything. So, yeah. Well, time's up, and if you haven't guessed by now, although you should have put a comment in the comment section to try and guess, but I'll tell you the answer now. The answer is the decks. The only cards you're allowed to use are cards with names that begin with W. So you can kind of see, out of all the archetypes beginning with W, there's pretty much just Watts, worms, and wind-ups. The thing with wind-ups is the only extra deck cards that go in. Well, yeah, the only cards that go in the extra deck what begin with W are the two Watt synchros, Watt Chimera and Watt Hydra, and the only XCs what go in there are wind-up Zen mains, wind-up Zen Maester, wind-up Zen Mighty Carrier, which is banned, and wind-up Zen Mayho, the rank 5. So it's just the wind-up XCs. So basically, if you're going to play wind-ups, the only rank 5 you could go into is Zen Mayho, which would actually be pretty good since you don't have Mystical Space Typhoon since it begins with M. And the only back row destruction you have really is Worm Apocalypse, which is why I used it. So I decided to go for Watts, Worms. Yeah, what Worms. And he's gone for more Watt wind-ups. Sort of. He's only got wind-up Soldier, I think, but he's also got Wall of Illusion. And we're both using that Wave Motion Cannon, which is a pretty good card. And as you can see, I get the Nebula off. So I only ran one Worm King since it wasn't a complete worm deck. So all I had to do is not draw it there, and I didn't, so that's good. And he was all the way near the bottom. So yeah. I should be having, well, I don't know what else I can say about this duel at the moment, other than it was a very fun idea. And it's funny how, like, W was kind of a letter which there wasn't a lot to, because the only back row there was going to be really was Wabuku or Widespread Ruin, or he uses Watt Cancel, as you can see. And because I was using worms, I got Worm Nebula, so that's good. And it also gave me a chance to test out a Wise Man's Chalice, which would obviously be a bit better if I had more XCs, rank 4s. Yeah, because it was a mirror match where we're both playing worms. I mean, not worms, Watts. You could actually Wise Man Chalice a Watt Cobra from your opponent's graveyard, attack, and then add another Watt, and then you can overlay them for Zen Meister, so that's pretty good. So Wind Up Chalice could be pretty good in certain situations. So I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards, 2 cards, and then another on my draw phase, so that's pretty good. And then I get another wave motion cannon, so it means each turn he's going to be ending up with 2,000 less life points, because I don't think he has any back row removal or front row. And there I make a mistake, because I did want to remove wall, but I accidentally just wasn't thinking at the time. So yeah, basically the thing I was going to say was this will probably be my last major upload, like from what I edit and stuff, from my computer, until like the next one will be a guest upload from my friend. But I may still be uploading, because I have a couple of videos on my phone which I can just upload from my phone. So yeah, but the next proper upload will be from my friend Yugioh the Panda, or now. So yeah, and I'll also be uploading a video to his channel, so that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, so you gotta watch out for that. And also, if you did guess that the theme was cards beginning with W at the start, then you know, you can, well, you should have already posted a comment if you guessed it. Yeah, if you guessed it. Yeah, if you guessed it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the comments, I guess. See you next time.
You know I'm the very shit. Shawty wanna fuck, 'cause I look like I'm the man. Shawty wanna fuck, 'cause I know I'm the shit. Shawty wanna fuck, I don't give a damn.